to this one. I think the last one was literally about an hour, so it's perfect timing. What's going on, Stone Cold? How you doing? Cypress, Mellow, Kevin, Rev. How we all doing, guys? Got Native, Betts. Got Matt, Kona, Crypto RHJ, Bobby, Lito, Graptics, Ski Street, Talisman, Usman. How we all doing, guys? Micro Minimus, Panda. Appreciate you guys hopping on. It's nothing but your own benefit hopping onto these. So hope you guys are ready to take some notes, learn some things, ask some questions at the end. Give it one more minute here. Get some coffee. All right, guys, let's get into it. So, as I said, thank you for hopping on here. I appreciate you guys coming and tuning into these. Like I said, my goal in 2025, one of my goals in this Discord is literally teach you guys how to be killers and make money every single day with the bots that we offer. So I enjoy doing these. I've been back testing, making content, playing with these bots for well over a year now. So like I said, I know them like the back of my hand, and I'm more than happy to relay that information onto you guys because this is the one-stop shop Discord. You really can do everything you need in this industry right in here. We have all the tools and we don't stop building. Like, we have a ton more coming for you guys in 2025. So let's let me move this here. Yeah, let's get into it. This is not what I wanted. All right, so first topic of the day is building a bias with Woodsbot. So I want to show you guys how you can literally log on from the start of your day and you can build out a bias using our bots in order to plan your day, plan your levels. And then once you have that bias, once you kind of have like a daily plan set up, I'll show you how you can actually execute once your levels are reached using all of the bots. Again, everything in-house here, all that you need. And then from there, we'll do more of a deep dive onto a few of the bots, look at some of the plays. I gave you guys the playbook yesterday, to be honest, inside of Gold Chat. I hope you guys are actually actively reading through this chat, and especially the longer posts that we put in here, because I will review. Let me find it here. What I sent in here yesterday, right here, this is basically what we'll go over in a nutshell, but you could have capitalized on 30, 40 different altcoins if you just read this and you just did exactly what I was saying. These posts don't come from just, me throwing some shit up. Like, I've seen this played out hundreds of times over the year. It's always the same playbook. Doesn't always turn out the same way, but the hit rate of these types of things with these levels, the indicators and automated trading alerts that you get into these levels just gives you super, super clear, not only invalidations, but the ability to, there's, like I said, 30, 40, 50 different altcoins that you guys could have played yesterday that would have printed for you at least 3 to 5, some 10% scalps and whatnot. So yeah, let's dive into it. So first off, when you're building a bias for the day, you're going to want to understand what levels you're looking to play. That's going to be the most important part. So that is going to be derived from our support resistance bot here, obviously. So support and resistance on the majors. This right here is crucial. So when I'm talking about kind of building out a daily bias, I'm really looking at the 4-hour and the daily levels. The 15-minute and the 1-hour levels are great. You can use those for scalping and stuff, but we're going to focus on these here. So again, with this bot, guys, it's as simple as clicking it and it'll generate you your chart. Now, these are pulled from 3 years worth of data. So these levels, they're not wishy-washy, random ass levels. These are like concrete data-driven levels. Like, you couldn't eyeball these better yourself. You just can't. This is just pure data. So 3 years worth of data in every single click across the different time frames delivered right to you just in an instant. So I have some of these on the chart already that we're going to look at. And Like I said, I use the daily and the H4 to build a bias. So if you just had this chart completely empty, you could have come into the support on the majors. You could have generated your daily and your 4-hour charts, and you could have mapped. You don't need to map them all, but you can also just have a chart with the mapped all. Like that's super easy as well. But you would map the ones that are closest to your current price action, where when price trades into, that's where you're looking to do business, right? So yesterday, we actually flipped this 4-hour support and pumped into the daily resistance, right? So, if you logged on to start your day and we were trading under this support, there's one of two things you could have done, right? You could have looked for rejections, or you could have looked for a flip of that level, and you could have planned your day accordingly. And so you would have mapped these out, and then you can see, like, we obviously got this massive impulse through. So you're looking for the next level, right? And that's what I'm going to show you. So price trades into this next level here, being your daily resistance. And you would have had this mapped out earlier in the day, waiting for price to get here, right? You could map your levels and you could just fuck off for the day and set your alerts and literally just wait if you wanted and not have to deal with kind of everything in between. But say your alerts went off, whatever, you're watching price action because you're on trading 24/7 like most of us, and now you want to start to look at the market again to do business. And so I'm going to go back and reference this post here that I made for you guys yesterday. And if you guys are joining, if you can just mute your mics so there's no background audio or anything, that'd be appreciated. So first and foremost, you want to have your levels where you want to do business in the day. So you can start your day mapping those out and waiting for those levels. And it's as simple as using the support and resistance bot on the majors. And again, that can be done on both Ethereum and Bitcoin. So I have some generated here as well that we'll go over. And it's the same thing, right? If you logged in and your day is starting around here, you're looking for this to roll over and reject underneath the supports and go down to the next support, or you're looking for this to flip and trade up into the next resistances. What happens when it gets to the resistance? Again, you either wait for this to flip or you look for some shorts, but your levels now hit. Your daily bias is set. Once your levels are hit, then you can look to get involved into some plays using the other bots that we offer. So on Bitcoin here, I shouted this out to you guys in the Discord, and this is one of the highest hit rate trades that I've seen inside of this Discord, is this literal chart right here. So now that we've traded into the level that you were waiting for to get involved in the market, you now have triggers alongside that into your level. So when we have a 30-minute divergence on either Bitcoin or Ethereum, it's a very high hit rate that we could potentially see an intraday top or bottom. Now, again, this doesn't always play out, and we'll go through it because we actually had a double div here. So put one div in and then put another div in, but regardless, it's still the same thing. We did not flip the level. We rejected from it back down to the level below. So you can see that when we get a 30-minute divergence, and like this is something you guys should write down, when we have a daily or even an H4 level on Bitcoin and we've kind of seen a trending move, even just like this, a trending move where we flipped one level and we're going to the next, or we lost one level and we're going to the next, and you get a 30-minute divergence into that level. That is like a very high hit rate indication for me that, we at least are most likely going to see a move lower. That doesn't mean a reversal, right? Like in this instance, we just literally put in a higher low, but we still rejected the level before we're now retesting it and looking to punch through. And this happens majority of the time. Like I said, it's a high hit rate that we're going to reject or we're going to bounce from it. So, and I have videos on YouTube that'll link you guys showing this literal exact thing. Like I've been watching this for a year. So I have a lot of data to back up that this happens often. So if we go here, so you received the two different div alerts inside of the Discord. And you can see here your RSI made the lower high and again made the lower high. I don't have the line there. while your price made the higher high into the higher high. So a divergence on the RSI it basically indicates, and we give them on OBV and RSI, but it indicates that a loss of momentum, right? So although price is making higher highs in this case because it's a bear div, your momentum indicator being the RSI is making lower highs, right? So just because the price is making higher highs, it's not showing the strength and the volume that it needs to most likely continue higher. It doesn't mean it won't, but these are the signals from the RSI on bearish and bullish divs. So you're losing momentum into a daily resistance. Guys, these are like pulled from 3 years worth of data. So a daily resistance pulled using 3 years worth of data, that is a very strong level. So you're losing momentum on the long side into an extremely strong level, right? And this is the level you set out in the start of your day. And it can just be one level as the next level we trade into, where you waited to do business once we got to it, regardless of if we flipped it or if we rejected from it. But you received these indicators these alerts inside of the Discord that we're now putting in bearish divergences into the level. Your brain, when you see these things, should be like, there should be no thought, right? You're like, okay, I'm looking to set up some scalp shorts, like 100%. Your invalidation is so clear because it's a flip of this level. If we start breaking back above the lower highs on the RSI, we're going to push higher. If we start breaking above the price here or consolidating or like closing some 4-hour candles above here, that's your invalidation. So it's super tight, right? So you should be looking to get involved once your levels hit and you now have the triggers from inside of the Discord. So just get these off here for organization purposes. So the other thing too, that alongside setting your levels up for the day, you can also use I won't be able to generate it because this was generated from yesterday. So we're just going to look at this one. But the heat maps that we offer. So when I generated the heat map on the 4-hour time frame, while we were trading into this resistance here, putting in 30-minute divergences, what did we get? The whole market outside of whatever flock was overbought. So like we have pumped up into this resistance and we are now losing momentum with clear indicators and automated alerts delivered right to you guys, showing you momentum is being lost at this high time frame level. Let's get a snapshot of the whole market, and every single thing except one coin is overbought. So like the market's overheated, we're due for at least a pullback into a lower high, and you never know what could happen, right? You never know if that was the top and we're going lower or what, but you want to look to position whether it's scalps or, turns into a swing. But the RSI heat maps bot is a great bot for you guys. Go here, generate it. To just get a snapshot of the market. Super simple. Again, click the 4-hour right now. See, again, everything is still overbought. Let's go to a little bit lower time frame here and you'll get more of a, variance. So again, even on lower time frames, you can see that a lot of stuff is overbought as we're pumping up, trying to flip resistance here. It doesn't mean we can't go higher, but it just gives you just like hard data to look at the market from like a holistic overview and say, okay, maybe everything being overbought into resistance, maybe we won't flip it this time, maybe we will, whatever you want, whatever bias you want to build and however you want to read the data. But the heat maps are great for when we it's not even great for when we come into the level. You can start your day by generating the heat maps on like the 1 hour and 4-hour to also build your bias, right? So if you come on and everything's overbought and you're starting your day and we're trading into resistance because you've mapped your higher time frame levels on Bitcoin and ETH, you're probably not going to want to look for longs unless you have clear signals of a flip. So literally with the RSI heat maps and the support resistance bot on the majors, you can log on every single day and get a snapshot of kind of where we are. If we're trading in the middle, we're trading in here. It's like, are you going to want a long or are you going to want a short? Probably neither, right? You're probably going to want to just have a bit of patience until we like break this little consolidation and either get involved here or, wait for another rejection or wait for a flip up. So I highly recommend you guys at least use the support resistance for Bitcoin and Ethereum, because these levels, they react beautifully, as you can see, right? Like, you put the 3 drive 30-minute bearish divergence into here, where you could have looked for scalps across the market, which we'll go into next. And what happens? We reject, come down right into the support. You could have either not got short up here and looked for some long scalps here, or TP'd your shorts here, at least some of them, and waited for the next move, right? And if you missed it because this was a quick move, quick reversion up, wait for the next, daily resistance, right? So wait for a rejection here or a flip. Give me one sec here. All right, I'm just gonna look at the chat here quick because I got it on different computers, so it's not shared on here, so it's hard to see. Do you take closest H4 and daily resistance for daily plays? Yeah, so when you generate the levels, like, if we're trading here, you're only going to want to have like the support below, or you can map them all, it doesn't matter, but you just want the closest ones. You're going to get more on the 4-hour, but just the closest, most relevant ones, right? Like I also have here on Bitcoin. Okay, so if we do flip here, where's the next level we're looking? It's the same thing. Like these, like you can just play it level to level. Like it's so simple. You don't have to overcomplicate things. And at each level, you can use our bots to find plays. So right here, for instance, you had the daily resistance. Like those who can eyeball divs, it's like you had your price making a higher high, you had your RSI making a lower low. The same method I told you guys that you could scalp, damn near any alt right here, applies to here. But this is what I'm saying is you just ripped right through, and this is when we dumped heavy. You would have been positioned to absolutely pico. You don't know if it's going to be a scalp or turn into like massive swings, right? Like you're probably not planning for price to go down here, or you are, whatever, but it doesn't matter. It comes into your level. It's as simple as that. You wait for some triggers, a very, very clear bearish divergence, and that would have been printed inside of the Discord. And I guarantee you from this pump, there was 50 to 100 altcoins that you could have played and just sat in shorts the entire time. Everyone chopped themselves to shit over this terrible trading period. And it's like, okay, well, you wait to see for the reaction here. There's no reaction. You just absolutely slice the daily. Wait for a reaction here. No reaction. You slice the 4-hour. You reject it, right? So like, just keep holding your shorts, Guarantee, what's down here. Take a look at the bot daily. Well, what do you have it? Like, it's like Pico. Like these levels were here before. Like if we were trading up here and you generated this, these levels are here, right? So we cut through this one. You have your 4-hour ones mapped. We're just slicing through level after level, consolidating, slice through. And so you're looking range lows. You have massive liquidity here and you have massive supports. If you got long anywhere here using just 2 little lines from our BTC charts here, and I guarantee ETH is the same thing, like right into support. Let's take a look. Like guarantee ETH, same thing. It's just right into like supports, right? Sweep all this liquidity right into support, a little bit deeper, almost into the next support. Sometimes it moves just this volatile, but like I'm just showing you guys that like these levels, man, it's all you need. You can have one chart with Bitcoin and Ethereum and the levels on there, and you can just play it level to level. But like you could have got short up here based on the fact that we got a bearish divergence, and you would have had every single altcoin in the market either putting in a 4-hour or a 30-minute divergence outside of like maybe like 5% outliers or something, and just absolutely printed. Now the same as here, you have the 3 drive of your bearish divergence, but this is just a scalp, right? Okay, cool, whatever. TP some here, move stops, doesn't matter. We're more so in an uptrend now, and that's apparent. So either play short scalps or look to get long here. Like the move is just more so getting long when we're trending up. Saying that like the move down here, the move wasn't to long when we lost this. The move was to short it. We're breaking structure. We're like losing levels. So having a daily bias by setting your levels is super easy, and it makes it so easy for you guys to know when to get involved in the market and when not to. Like I said, chopping in the middle of levels, it's where no one does business. The middle of a range, the middle of levels, it's just you wait for one side to lose the battle and you get involved with the other side. um those kind of have a long-winded way of saying that, but yeah, I take the closest H4 and daily levels, and then you look for the reactions there, because you know we're not going to hit these levels and shit, and maybe we will, but chances are you're just playing intraday in between all these levels. And then, like I said, the heat maps is really good as well for you to just like have an understanding when you first come on of the general bias of the market. Not the bias, but the general outlook of the market. So if you came on and you're starting your day and you look at this, it just gives you an idea that like, okay, things are quite overbought. You know, we are attempting to flip resistance here, and we do look strong after failing retesting. Now we probably push for this one. And if we do end up pushing up here, guys, like, just look at the chart. You can try and scalp long here if you want. Ideally, this is where you would have wanted to get long, or you got taken out of your shorts break even. Okay, well, like just wait for this if this is going to happen. If we're going to flip this level, we're going to go up to here, or we're going to chop in the middle until we go up to here, or reject here again, yada, yada. But like, we go up here, whole market across the board is still just overbought as we're like coming into this, right? Like when we get up here, boom, let's go. Like, let's look for some short triggers, right? Let's look for the sweep of this with an SFP. Let's look for another bear div into the level. And, chances are we're not getting this, but it doesn't matter. Play it down into here, TP some, get long here if you want. But like, you can just see, just level to level. That's all it is. So yeah, that's how you can use these levels to build an intraday bias. Get involved at the specific levels when they come, generate a kind of overview snapshot of the market using the heat maps. And then another thing you guys can do once you have kind of your general bias set and your level set, kind of as like a bonus, is you can look at the volume and the top gainers and losers spots. So you come into here and we can just look at highest volume on the 1 hour. Bitcoin, ETH, Sol, XRP, they're generally always going to be at the top, but you can see them kind of switch positions. Like for instance, XRP is doing more than ETH, right? Like there's a lot of focus and a lot of capital, a lot of money going into XRP right now. And you could have been scalping XRP this entire way up. But this is really cool because you can come into volume, come into top gainers and losers, can generate both of them when you first start your day, and you can just look at them. And if you have like an understanding of the different baskets of coins, like for instance, AI agents have been absolutely killing the game lately. When you come in and like say 2 days ago or whatever, when they are pumping, you'll have like the top 5 being AI agents. Volume wise, you'll have like the top 5 up here being AI agents. And it's like, or they'll be all memes. It'll be, Pepe, Doge, Popcat, all that shit just right up here. Same with the top gainers, losers. And you can just have an understanding like, okay, well, clearly the market narrative today is memes. Doesn't mean it's going to be that tomorrow, but it doesn't matter. I have my level set. I have my kind of general overview of the market. And now, like, let's see if there's any trends or narratives that I can spot where, say, we do end up, flipping this. And right now, it's like Dino coins are hot, being with Trump inauguration coming up and all this. So, where is it? Yeah, volume. So, you got H bar, you've got Sol and ETH, or Sol and XRP mainly, being with that new news that came out. You got LTC, ADA. So you can have an idea of like, well, what coins do I want to play if we're going to flip this, or if we're going to put in a higher low and bounce from support, right? There's no sense playing fucking gaming coins or something when you have the data to show you that like maybe you even come in here and generate the lowest volume and it's gaming or something, right? Like just total random scenarios, but gives you an idea of what you can how you can play this. So right, if you got long dino coins down here and you also used our support resistances on those dino coins, it all would have lined up. Sure, they all went into some sort of support here, and you could have easily gotten long using just a few tools. You don't have to eyeball these levels. You don't have to like manually look for these automated trading alerts that tell you we're losing momentum, this and that. You just have to come in, take 1 hour of your day to set your levels, find what coins are hot, set your levels on those if we have them in support resistance, understand a general overview of the market, and have patience and just wait to execute. Like it's as simple as that. So, just gonna see if there's any questions. Are you guys getting value from this, and are you understanding it? Is there anything you want me to clear up? Like just let me know. I'm here for you guys. That's a good question, actually. If the support resistance lines are updated daily, 1 to 2 days or more. Nice. All right, cool. So I'm not seeing any questions there. So you guys must be locked in, understanding the shit out of this, ready to run it up. But let's take a look at what happened when I posted this shit here. And this is why I posted this shit here. Like, I'm not just posting this for just using our bots. Like, I know how these work, and I want you guys to make money with them, and I want you to study the things that I put in there. So, at the same time that we put in that 30-minute bearish divergence on Bitcoin, these coins I'm going to go through simultaneously, where I said, all right, guys, pull up your 30-minute RSI. Where is it? So I said, quick look, you've got your support resistance on the major showing that we have daily resistance here, 30-minute bearish divergence into it found here. One line and one alert gives you a huge bias on the market. One additional chart shows you like, shit, we're mad overbought. Now I would suggest looking at the OBOS, overbought, oversold 30-minute, and the RSI bought 30, right? Just find some alts that are overbought, putting in 30-minute divs. If you can find some that come into support resistance levels, even better. And this was after. And like if anyone went and did that, like you printed like what was this? 2 hours later, you just put in a tiny bit of effort. Anyways, so you can see here, blue 30-minute bearish divergence, same time, boom, drop for 12.5. Got storage, and again, not all of these are going to end up being home run plays, but that's fine. So you've got 30-minute bearish divergence, right? This one played out for 5.8, and like, what do you have here? Like, you don't even need the bots to look. Eventually, you just see it. You've got a 30-minute bullish divergence, right? So you would have been opposite of this, alerted inside the Discord of, oh, now you've got a bullish divergence. There's another play for you. There's another scalp, drop down 6%, next alert, TP, whatever, 4% back up. So you've got blur, again, your 30-minute divergence, putting it in the chart here. This one gave you another scalp, 4.4. Got STX, now we're using the OBOS bot. So the 30-minute divergence bot is obviously going to show you 30-minute divergences that are confirmed in the charts. Now I said, look at the OBOS 30-minute. This is going to just show you which coins are the most overbought. And it's also going to show you which ones have a divergence. So you've got STX here, not only overbought on the 30-minute, but with a divergence and 15 candles in between the divergence. That's what that stands for. And you can see here, it might have been generated from here or not, but like still, you have your divergence, not would have been generated from there. Where I have it, right? Your RSI is making a lower high while your price is making a higher high, and boom, 5.3% scalp. Mana, another one with the OBOS. So this is a mid cap. You've got it at the 70 mark on your RSI. So right here at the level where it becomes like overbought, 70 and above is overbought, 30 and below is oversold. And you have a divergence again, right? Boom, boom. Well, what do you have also on this one? Like you have an H4 resistance on mana. So like I said, if you can tie it in, this support resistance levels, right? It's as simple as like guys, we make it so simple for you. Like I'm serious. You should just I'll show you how to go back and back test and shit, but like there's no other Discord where like if you just put in a little bit of effort in terms of learning it an hour a day or something, it becomes so fucking easy for you guys to find plays. You would have got this generated at the time where we were making the divergence into the resistance on Bitcoin. Just look at these coins. And this is a trick for you guys. If you want to see if there's any other triggers for EOS, just come up here and type in EOS. Like you can, it'll generate all of the past like bot calls for EOS. Like, so if there's divergences, if there's like Monday high, Monday low sweeps, whatever, all you do is just put it in here, right? You can see the liquidation bot. Like for those that don't know, this is a cheat code. You don't have to like search through every single thing. You can just put the coin name up there and it's going to give you all of the data from like, there's the 30-minute div. Here's liquidated shorts. Here's the when it's oversold, overbought, yada yada. Right. So this is like a cheat code because I feel like a lot of people don't know this. It's as simple as putting the coin name up here. So you could look at all this, throw it up here, see if there's additional triggers for your trade. But guys, like it comes into here. If we have it inside support resistance, like we do for mana, right? You got this alert. Just look at the ones that have a divergence because they're a higher hit rate. Obviously, they're already making that divergence, losing momentum. And you just come in, you say, okay, let's take a look at the support resistance bot. Come in. Do we have mana? Okay, cool. We've got mana. Click it. Instantly generates a chart with 3 years worth of data. I'm going to keep saying that because these levels are literally insanely accurate and strong. And what do you know? You would have received the alert of the OBOS right here, making a divergence 5331. Just go to your chart, pop it on 5331. You can see this. Like you got an easy scalp. Like even if you take it down here, it doesn't matter. It's like as long as it doesn't close back above here and like end up flipping it, you can scalp this. And you can do this all day long, right? Like I said, even more of a bonus if we have the support resistance levels to use them into. But like, look at this. You rejected it the first time. You rejected it the second time again for 4.5. Still rejecting it, getting less and less strong on the rejections. Well, what happens when it flips it? You got a level. You don't even need to look at other coins if you don't want. If the market's strong and Bitcoin flips its level, you got one here. So where's the next level? 5, 6, 5, 3. 5, 6, 5, 3. You've got like a 6% window between the 4-hour levels of if you flip this one, most likely go into that one up there. So yeah, when I told you guys and when I do tell you in the future, like, okay, here's an opportunity. I'm going to spoon feed you guys as much as I can and as much as possible. But the real fucking alpha comes from you guys back testing and just looking at this stuff. And like, you can go like, so for instance, we had the coin blue, which gave you this div, and you can search for time in the Discord. So you can say like at this time, and it'll show you all of the notifications and whatnot. But once you find one, like I've got blue here, you can go in, just click the notification, and like you guys should be doing this. Like look at the post that I sent yesterday, reread it, analyze it, watch this video over, study this, spend a few hours doing this, and you can have a strategy moving forward that you can use nonstop. Just put in a little effort to like understand it. But you can come into here and you can just look at the chart at what all of these did at the exact same time, daily open, where we put in the divergence in. You can look at every single one. Just pull the chart open. Just look at it. Just see what happened. Map the div out. Look if we have levels for each of these. Like I know for Link and all of these like major caps, like we have levels. Go in there, get curious, put on the 4 hour levels, the daily levels, look at the divs and how they went into there. Look at where we rejected into. Was it into more levels, daily levels below? Like, so I want you guys to get curious. I want you to poke around. I want you to like spend an hour or two, or if you're serious about this, spend as much literal time as you can because 2025, the markets that we have, Trump, the first pro crypto president going in and stuff is like ridiculous. Like, if you can put 5 hours a day into this shit, do it. Do it. You have everything you need inside this Discord. I'm only covering like a small subsection. I could go over like 20 different streams on ways to play different shit. Every single member has different ways of looking at the charts, building their own plays off of this. Like, and one thing that I do love is like how active you guys all got in Gold Chat after this. Like, I love to see that. I love to see that because the whole point of this Discord and the whole point of like trading in general is so like you aren't solitary alone. And that means through wins, that means through losses, that means through lessons, that means through like being humbled by the market, through having epiphanies, all of it. Like we're all in this together. We're all able to take a massive piece of the pie. We're all able to change our life in this game, right? So it's like I love seeing this shit, man. I want to see people when I post stuff like this. I want to see you guys getting active. Like, get serious about this, man. Like, you have every fucking tool you need in here to change your life in 2025. And it's like, I'm going to put as much effort as I seriously can into building you guys up, making you aware of how these bots work and the different strategies you guys can use. And like, I love seeing the activity in here. Like, just talking about the levels, talking about even if you didn't take the plays, just like what you looked at and back tested afterwards. Like, right? Like so much value and so much alpha in here. And we have such a great community. There's no negativity, there's no bullshit, there's no shilling, there's no nothing. Like it's just pure, just like it's just great. It's just everyone is here because they want to see each other succeed. They will answer questions. There's no dumb question you can ask either. Like I want to make that apparent. Like everyone when they start out feels this like need to hold back because they don't want a question that's maybe been asked a million times or so obvious to other people to have them come off as stupid. Like fucking scrap that mentality, man. Like you can ask the simplest of questions and I will never, and the mods in here and the rest of the people in here will never look down on you for asking a question. Like I praise any question you guys ask. I love to help you guys out. Like that's why I'm doing this. So yeah, like let's keep this active in this chat. Like let's keep this going. Let's build this community up. Let's make sure that everyone in here understands how the bots are being used, how they can use them, share different strategies you guys come up with. Like there's people who absolutely kill it in this with bot strategies that I don't even use. I've been playing with these daily for a year and a half and like they'll come in with different bot strategies and like I love to see that shit, right? So we have an amazing community here. Everyone just wants to see everyone else succeed, and we're going to keep harboring that, bringing that up, and pulling that energy all the way through 2025 until like we are all just self-sufficient traders with the tools and bots that we have inside here for you guys. And don't ever forget that like this is just the other bots we have. Like the whole point that I want to turn you guys into killers with these bots for is to change your own life, to make you independent traders, to make you able to trade these markets day in and day out. But I want you guys to get access to these AI bots, the AI bot. Like we are living in a world where AI is taking over every single industry, and we have such a unique product that far outshines any trading AI bot I've seen by like a mile. Like this thing is beautiful. Like guys, even this review here, let me just show you quick, is crazy. And it just speaks to like how powerful this bot is. It's from the boy FTW. So he's been a member now for a while, playing with the actual AI bot and just killing it. And like his son would oversee him trading and stuff with the AI bot. 11 years old, guys. 11 years old. Like one eye over his shoulder, started to show some interest. So he threw him together a little portfolio, gave him access to trading this thing. And like, granted, his kid's running it up a bit, DJing like 2-3x his port. He's 11 years old. He doesn't know what he's doing. But like, guys, like these are the possibilities with getting access to this AI bot. It's so easy that an 11-year-old can do it. You guys can literally change your life. And I want to build you up to be able to either get the 1 million in volume through being able to trade all day, every day with what we offer you guys, plus the community of everyone else sharing trades, talking about trades, building each other up. Or again, the other option that I keep on expressing to you guys is if you want to help push Woodsbot as a company further on socials, we have a Telegram group where we will share all of our posts from Twitter, where if you are willing to like, repost, comment on them all, show some love, start taking your own bot trades that I'm teaching you guys how to do and posting them on socials, showing how Woodsbot has changed your trading career, turned you into a trader. If you want to grind that shit out, you don't need to get the 1 million volume either, because we want to see everyone win. So we give you that opportunity to show some love for the brand, to support us the same way we are supporting you, right? Like we do this for you guys. That's the whole point of this, is to build you guys up. It's like the mission, the goal behind what we do. So guys, the AI bot, so easy, an 11-year-old can do it. Like just crazy, absolutely crazy. Yeah, so one other thing, just post here. I just want to show you guys what I mean by that. So the most recent post here, we've got members new and old continuously printing with the trading bots offered inside the Discord. Alongside our AI trading bot, we also offer 25 plus free bots, all the ones I'm showing you guys right now. And they're free. Like all you do is sign up with a ref link. Like you don't pay us anything. It's just a little bit of support for us to give you guys these bots. And it's just like it's a win-win, right? And we do not stop building for you guys. There's so much more coming. But like this is what I mean by like people posting. So we got Stone Cold, who joined not even long ago into the AI bot access and stuff. The dude's absolutely killing it. He's taking the things that we are imparting through these streams, through the alpha in gold chat, and he's putting it into action. And he's showing some love. Like this is what I'm saying. If you guys want to like, repost, and comment on all the posts that we put out on our socials, but then also take the things I'm teaching you guys here, because that's like this is also why I want to teach you guys. Is like, so I want you to be able to, like, if you can't generate 1 million in volume, change your life with our bots, but also fucking grind it out and post the things that I'm teaching you. You don't have to figure it out yourself. And just, here's him using the OBOS bot, catching and play on Tau. We've got Tibetan, who's another member who literally is now a part of the team because he grinded so hard with us. He does all of our graphics and everything, and he absolutely kills it. But like I remember when he first started trading with the bots, he had no clue what was happening. Now the dude makes plays every single day with these bots. Like every single day he can sign in and just use Woodsbot and find plays. Here's him using the 30-minute bearish divergence. Boom, catching a play on IOTA. We've got Hertz. Same levels that I just showed you guys on ETH. He capitalized on ETH coming into these daily resistances, right? He caught like a 4% move on ETH, right? 100x, 4.6% move here. Same daily resistances I'm showing you guys. He just executed on it. So just want to show you examples of like members who are like actively posting and stuff, what that looks like. But yeah, I've been ranting on, and I hope you guys got a shit ton of alpha from this. I got 15 minutes, so let's do some like Q&A if you guys want me to answer anything. Just gonna catch up on the chat because I haven't seen it. But yeah, guys, now's the chance. Like, if you have questions on a specific bot, on different ways to start your day with bots or build a daily bias, like, just let me know. Yeah, this will be recorded, so you guys can watch it back, study it, do what you got to do with it. How to invalidate a div. Yeah, so I'll show you here. So so this was like just say this div here. So this div here, right? Your price made the higher high, your RSI made the lower high, right? So if your RSI ended up doing this, your div is no longer valid because it's not making that lower high while your price is making the higher high, right? So that indicates that like you don't have the loss of momentum anymore. You're most likely going to go higher until like you probably put one in up here again. But that is how you invalidate the div. So your actual RSI needs to close above like the last high there, meaning that like it's now invalidated because you've like essentially like broken structure on it, but you've invalidated the bearish div because that lower high is no longer happening. Or also like, if price trades over a period of time down into here, like if price goes back up, your div isn't valid from like here, right? So your div, I think like I typically look at 25 candles, doesn't matter the time frame. So even if you were to see this, here we go. Yeah, so even if it like price came down to here and then came up like this, like your div isn't valid just because of time invalidation, but those are the two ways to invalidate a div. So let me know if that makes sense. Beauty, beauty. But yeah, I'm telling you guys, man, we got every tool you guys need in here. What bot you start day, like at what you usually start looking at when the day start. Yeah, so exactly what I showed you. I would literally just go to Bitcoin, open up your daily and your 4-hour support resistances from inside the Discord there, map them out just like this. Like, what are your next levels that price is going to trade into? And then basically what you're wanting to do is just wait for those levels to hit to then take action, right? So and then also, like I said, you can open up the RSI heat maps to get a general overview. You can open up your volume and your top gainers, losers to kind of understand narratives, the themes that are going on, whether it's gaming, memes, AI, dino coins, things like that. Yeah, so you start with the daily and 4-hour levels, and then the 30-minute divergences are literally just triggers into your level, right? So, like, you might not even get one. Like, we could just, for instance, over here, like you have the level, but like there's no div here, right? Like you're strongly impulsing down through. Even here, like you lose the level. What could be a trigger, right? Oh, well, you don't reclaim the level. So you have easy invalidation to short maybe down to the next level. So they're just levels where you can look for reactions. So here, for instance, like there was no div here, right? We came down, we absolutely punched through and made a nice impulse move. So there's no real triggers to get short here, right? Maybe there were some triggers on this first touch, whatever, but like now what do you have? Now you have the very clear div here. Like now you have very clear triggers into your next level. So you're just looking at the levels. What happens at those levels is going to be different every single time. You're not just going to get divs into them all the time. But when you do get divs, very high hit rate play to at least scalp that, not just on Bitcoin or ETH, but like across alts. Do you trade within specific time frames like sessions? No, I just trade 24/7. Divine. That's the beauty of crypto. There'll be different patterns within sessions from time. Like there was a period where the Burgers USA time would just dump and dump and dump, and it was just every single time. And then there's times where Asia every night will just pump and pump, and so there's like kind of different narratives that rotate around within the different time frames. But I just trade 24/7. I think like most people. Yeah, you can do that, like, for sure, and, like, for Matt's question, like, you don't even like, whatever you trade, right? Like, whatever method you trade, whether that's supply and demand, divergences, Fibonacci's, EMAs, like, just structure, you can just use these levels as, like, the marker points on your chart. So if you have a supply block that matches up with this for whatever reason, and that's how you trade, it's like I said, and we'll keep saying, these are pulled from 3 years worth of data. So whatever triggers you actually use to trade, you can just trade at these levels. But like, our bots will give you the 30-minute divergence, which is like a very clear sign. Like, 30-minute divergences are a perfect time frame for those intraday reversals. 4 hour divs are great for swing trades and great for higher term long term reversals that take, a few days to weeks to play out. But like, 30-minute, when you get those, are very good intraday triggers. But you can take 5-minute divs, like, for instance, like, let's look here, right? You had a 5-minute div. Our bots, we don't have a 5-minute div bot, but like, if you trade 5-minute divs, you could trade the 1 minute, whatever, right? It's a trigger. You got a 5-minute div into your H4 support. Well, what happened? We completely bounced from there. So it's just, you can look at these levels and trade whatever triggers you trade. Yeah, and that's what I'm trying to show you guys, Matt, is that like, you can make it so it isn't overwhelming. You can start to understand that, like, when you get that 30-minute div on Bitcoin, you can literally just go into the alt chart, open up 20 different alts, and look for the best looking 30-minute div, one that matches up with support resistance. Like, you can really slim down having to look through hundreds of charts by just using our automated trading bots, charts on demand, thing like that. All right, guys, I'll stay on for another 2, 3 minutes here, and then I'm gonna have to head out. But like, you guys who are staying on watching this whole thing, I know some have to leave for work or whatever it is, and I hope you guys watch us back. But like, the ones that are taking the time to digest this information, watch this back after the stream. Like, really go back, and I'm telling you, spend an hour back testing. You don't need to take plays, you don't need to do anything except just look at how it operates at the levels with the divergences, things like that, the different bots. Like, just play with it, and you guys will start to build an understanding. No problem, Mello. Thank you for that. Happy to help you guys, man. Like, Woods brought me up as a trader in Wealth Group in here. And so like, I have always been forever grateful for Woods for taking the time to mentor me and teach me. And so like, I I love giving back to you guys. Like, I do this shit. There's no point me not sharing this. Like, you guys, I want every one of you to succeed in here. I want us all to achieve our dreams and goals in 2025. And so I'm going to impart everything that I can and spend as much time helping you guys as I can. No problem, Matt. It is, that's what I'm saying. Like, we offer 25 plus bots, so it can be intimidating. So that's kind of also why I'm trying to make you guys realize that, like, I've done this for a year and a half. I've made content, I've traded, I've played with these bots day in and day out. I can just impart that onto you guys to help cut out that noise, build your own strategies. And one thing I suggest for all of you, if you're feeling like Matt, like, there's too much, there's too many charts, there's too many alerts, just go to our YouTube. Like me, like, I've filmed countless different strategies for you guys, outlined the top strategies you can use. Like, Cypress has edited up all of our videos to be super sick, super concise. You can watch 1 to 2 minute videos on a ton of different strategies. Just come back in here, back test, but like, go to the YouTube. And we also have the bot education. If someone can link like the bot education and the YouTube in there, that'd be great. And you guys can just dive in, just take some time. Yeah, exactly. So the same way that I'm telling you of like the top plays, which like we'll continue to do these streams, but like the divergences into support resistance or the divergences into the Monday range sweeps, those are like tried and true, proven high hit rate strategies over everything else. You already know we're cooking some shit up for you guys. You already know. All right, boys. I gotta cut. I gotta go I got something I got to do at 1 o'clock. So I appreciate you all coming on. I hope that this was valuable for you guys. I'm 24/7 active in the chat. So let's keep the gold chat popping. Charts, questions, analysis, back tests, it doesn't matter, all of it. And let's keep pushing, guys. I'm going to keep bringing you guys this knowledge, taking time out of my day to teach you guys. And so, just support on the Twitter. Shout us out. If you want to be a part of the marketing in order to earn the AI access bot, just let me know. We can send you the links. And yeah, man, let's just keep killing it. 2025 is our year, so let's get after it. Appreciate you guys, though. I will catch you. We'll do another one next week. And yeah, I'll just talk to you guys in the chats there. All right, boys and girls, have a good day.